Good morning, dear students. In continuation to the yesterday's lecture, today we are taking up part 2 of the essay of studies composed by the father of English essays, Francis Bacon. Of studies actually give us threefold blessings. In the first place, studies give us delight, pleasure. Most readers read books simply for recreation or entertainment. Novels and short stories are read for mere amusement by most readers. Light literature is so popular because common readers only want enjoyment from books. Books are like friends, they give us a lot of amusement or recreation when we are in their company. Secondly, studies are the best ornaments. A well read man can be easily distinguished from the manner and matter of his speech. Wide range of knowledge gained through the study of books becomes a part of our personality. It raises us in the estimation of others as ornaments do. Thirdly, studies develop our mental capacities and inherent faculties. It's by studies that we learn about our talents. Our natural gifts and talents are developed by studies. God endows every man, God blesses every man with distinct capacities. These natural gifts and abilities are sharpened and fully developed by studies. Of studies, we have discussed the uses of studies and the uses of books, that how books give us knowledge, how our natural talent is sharpened or is trained. We are trained by books. Every human being is endowed with or blessed with or gifted with natural talent. But, dear students, talent is sharpened or refined through studies of books. The study of books help us in the management of our business. We can judge well on business can be rightly conducted. A well-read man has ideas and therefore puts his business in the right order. A well-read and well-informed man enjoy a distinct advantage over a more practical man. Studies actually give us ample knowledge, ample information regarding human life as well as the entire cosmos. Next, what he discusses that read not to contradict and confute, not to believe and take for granted, not to find talk and discourse, but to weigh and consider. Dear students, here Francis Bacon, in a very concise and pithy and terse manner, in a short and brief manner, he discusses the practical aspects of studies through pithy sentences, epigrammatical sentences, through maxims. He is a very practical writer, and he says that the aim of reading and acquiring knowledge must not be to aggressively refute others' views or accept the writer's views as gospel truth. That simply means that we should not study only for the sake of criticizing others and making others accept our ideas or views. No. It should also not be to engage in pointless discussion and argumentation. Studying should enable us to weigh facts and analyze them rationally. Means everything that we study, everything that we talk or discuss should be weighed through facts. Further, he says, some books are to be tested, others to be swallowed, and some few to be chewed and digested. That is, some books are to be read only in parts, others to be read but not curiously, and some few to be read wholly and with diligence and attention. Books of varying content and genre are to be made use of differently. Some may be given a cursory reading, some others can be quickly shifted through. Other important books are to be read slowly and minutely so as to truly fathom the meaning and underlying sense. So here, Bacon puts the books in three categories. First is the category of books which are to be only tested, means which should be read cursorily. A few to be swallowed, that simply means few to be quickly read. But a few more books are there. They need to be chewed and digested. So it simply means that need thorough reading and contemplation, pondering over or thinking over the content of the books that need to be digested, that need to be understood fully. Next, some books also may be read by deputy and extracts made of them by others, but that would be only in the less important arguments and the meaner sort of books. Else, distilled books are like common distilled waters, flashy things. One can ask an assistant to read a book and prepare a short summary of it, but such practice should be followed for obtaining guidance on matters of lesser importance. There are some books which are in fact shortened already. Next line or sentence that is often quoted: reading maketh a full man, conference a ready man, writing an exact man. Reading adds perfection to a man's personality. Dear students, through these pithy sentences, terse sentences, Francis Bacon has spoken a lot. Using minimum words, he has expressed maximum meaning. Reading maketh a full man. That simply means discussing with others about the contents of a book imparts special practical skill to the reader. Writing removes all the residual weaknesses and ignorance from the person and enables him to remember the contents of a book. Here simply means the reading makes a full man. That if you read books, you become a complete man, a full man. And through conference here means through discussion, you become alert, you become ready. That means you become mentally alert, you become logical through conference. And writing an exact man. And if you study by writing makes a man exact. That means you become flawless, you become errorless. So, reading, conference, and writing, these are the three aspects of studies which need to be incorporated in our understanding in our studies. Discussing with others, and therefore, if a man writes little, he had need have a great memory. If he confer little, he had need have a present wit. And if he read little, he had need have much cunning to seem to know that he doth not. Here, Bacon suggests some clues, some ideas to the person that if a man writes little, suppose a man writes little, if you write little, then you need to have great memory, otherwise, you will forget. And if you confer little, you need to have present wit. Confer means if you discuss little, then you must have great wisdom. And if you read little, then you need to have much cunningness, sharpness in your personality in order to hide that you don't know these things. So writing helps to memorize facts. If a person is bashful so as not to discuss his reading with others, he will not be able to improve his wit. If he does not read, he will remain a somewhat stupid person. Again, he suggests the students that how different subjects develop the personality of a student. That histories make men wise, poetry witty, the mathematics subtle, natural philosophy deep, moral grave, logic and rhetoric able to contend. It simply means if you study histories, that will make you wise, intelligent. And if you read poetry, study poetry, you will become witty, sharp, and a sense of humor will develop in you. Mathematics makes you subtle, prompt, and calculative. Philosophy makes you deep, means profound. You become grave, profound in understanding the human life. And moral science or morality makes you serious, grave. Logic and rhetoric enables you to contend or to argue. Abunt studia in mores. That simply means studies pass into and influence manners. It's very, very important line. Abunt studia in mores. It simply means studies affect your manners. Studies polish your behavior. Studies shape your personality. Nay, there is no stond or impediment in the wit, but may be wrought out by fit studies, like as diseases of the body may have appropriate exercises. Wit is a God given gift. It is present in everybody. However, it can be sharpened by selective studying. This is akin to or similar to the way certain weaknesses of the human body are cured of by appropriate physical exercises, such as bowling is good for the stone and reins, shooting for the lungs and breast, gentle walking for the stomach, riding for the head, and the like. They cure many ailments or diseases. Here, Francis Bacon suggests many treatments, many solutions to the ailments or to the diseases, that if you wish to be free from stone, इसको हम कहते हैं पथरी, पेट में आपके पथरी हो जाए, गुर्दे में पथरी हो जाए, तो आपको क्या करना चाहिए? बॉलिंग करनी चाहिए. So bowling is good for stone, and shooting for the lungs and breast. If you are engaged in shooting, it strengthens your lungs and breast. Gentle walk for the stomach means if you have gentle walk after meal, your stomach will be okay. And horse riding for the head means your head will be healthy if you perform horse riding. If a person is unable to concentrate, he will do well to study mathematics to focus his wavering mind. In mathematics, a slight loss of concentration leads to grave error. This makes the man to start all over again to do it. Thus, studying mathematics retains the mind from darting off elsewhere. Here in these lines, Bacon talks about the uses of mathematics, the benefits of studying mathematics. That mathematics is a great cure for the derailment. For the derailment. If you are unable to concentrate, means you are not able to focus on the things, you need to study mathematics. Simply because mathematics enables you concentrate upon the things. Otherwise, you will commit great mistake, a huge mistake, a grave mistake. And you have to start again from the point you have started already. So studying mathematics keeps your mind concentrated, keeps your mind focused. Your attention is captivated through mathematics. If a person does not have the ability to discern, he will be benefited by studying schoolmen, as it trains mental ability and develops the art of expression. If he be not apt to beat our matters and to call, if his wit be not apt to distinguish or find differences, let him study the schoolmen, for they are simnisectors, means splitters of hairs. If a person does not have the ability to discern or understand or distinguish or make difference, he will be benefited by studying schoolmen, as it trains mental ability and develops the art of expression, simply because the schoolmen, the school teachers, are the splitters of hairs. If a person is not apt to beat over matters and to call up one thing to prove and illustrate another, let him study the lawyer's cases. So every defect of the mind may have a special receipt. So if a person is unable to garner facts and manipulate them to put across his views convincingly, studying law will help him. So every deficiency of mind can be addressed, can be removed by appropriate reading the specific branches of studies. So dear students, through this essay of studies, Francis Bacon has put the worldly wisdom into these words. He has suggested innumerable treatments, innumerable solutions to the problems of our day to day life, whether physical, mental, psychological, whatever the problems we have, they can be cured of through studying various branches of education, various branches of studies. That's all for today and have a nice day.